What is up, YouTube? Your boy has stayed up all night waiting for this new character to drop, and here he is, Chrome. Wouldn't you know? I pulled this guy on the first damn pull. Of course Last Cloudia would do that to me. I'm gonna take the one character I didn't care that much about because I already had my rogues, and that's the character they're gonna give me on the first pull, those assholes. I even pulled a dupe of him on like the second or third pull. I did the very first lap, which costs I think a 1,000 crystals to get through his step up, and that was all I was gonna do. He dropped on the very first pull, and I was hoping to get that sweet arc of his, but I just got another dupe of him. But very interesting character, I will say that. I'm happily surprised because I thought he was just gonna be another rogue. He does seem to be a step beyond that, kind of like Zox. And you would expect him to be because he's a limited character. So first and foremost, look how fast the skill charge. Look at that. That S1, boom. It's like a magnifying glass. He amplifies the light, and boom, everyone gets hit. Here's the S2. That thing just goes for days. Another S1, and then we'll throw that S3, which does all sorts of different elements. His basic attack is literally he throws a rock, but at least he has good angles. He can hit you from wherever with that. So there's his S1, S2, S3, which are charging up surprisingly fast. Well, that's right, he even comes with generator. Yeah, his kit, oh, how did I know that was going to interrupt him? Let's see what hydraulic power does. This should be cool. Here he goes. Oh, hydroelectric, not hydraulic. What's he doing, cutting wood? What? Just made out of, just made a hydroelectric machine out of cutting wood. It does do some damage. It gives him MP, I believe. We'll have to read over his kit. But all in all, this is very nice. Considering his S1, you gotta kind of be close. He breaks resistance. Look at all these S3s, S2. No, we better drop our S4 before we get obliterated here. I still don't know if we're going to make it, but let's see. He's got some caveman guy working on a giant slingshot, and somehow they come up with that. Pretty awesome. The guy's kit is just off the chain as far as charging goes. Look at this thing. I mean, he's dropping bombs up there with Zekus as far as just how fast his kit is charging. I mean, look at that. It just does not run out of power. We actually finished this one off. Very nice. Got to see his S4. I didn't think his S4 was going to do any damage. I thought it was just going to be all utility. I did not know that this guy has a chance to break just about every element that he's actually using. That is very impressive to me. That means this guy goes above and beyond just being a rogue and getting items. I mean, look at, we just ran this at level 14. I'm very surprised at how fast his kit charges. We'll look at mine. He has 0 SC. So for 0 SC, I think that was pretty damn skippy. Like, I don't see any other characters fresh out of the box able to charge their kit that quickly. This is literally the first character I've seen that can just be like S1, S2, S2, S3. So that is very cool. Let's actually take a look at this guy, just to give you an idea of the character we just ran. Level 14, right? Level 14, I did pull a dupe of him, so, you know, I got his SC up to 40. And, you know, there's the bonus SC for the dupe that we got, right? So, he is a sorcerer type. Big surprise. Actually, it kind of is a surprise to me. They made him a sorcerer. Not really, though. He uses science magic. We start looking at abilities. That's when it gets interesting. So, Lens of Science, this S1, front medium area fire combo attack with a chance to lower fire resistance. So bam, he's got a fire Emperor built into his S1. And this thing hits everybody very close to him, and it's highly spammable. S2 is Sulfuric Ball Plasma. Front Thunder combo attack with a chance to lower thunder resistance. So we have Fire Emperor, we have Thunder Emperor, and then we have Rainbow Bridge, the S3. And this is the creme de creme because target all attribute, wide area, long range combo attack with a chance to lower all attribute resistance. I'm assuming all is going to stack with the thunder break he has and the fire resistance break he has. So just that alone is off the chain. Like S1 through S3, AF and 1, especially with how fast he gets these abilities. Can only imagine this guy with haste on him or anything like that at all. Skill charge 3. He's just going to be throwing these things left and right. And then, of course, we get to his S4. Powerful Thunder attack combo to all enemies. Unit recovers 80 MP and SCT by 30 seconds. Okay, no wonder we could just totally dump his kit after we dropped his S4 and he was all charged up and good to go. Very impressive stuff there. Let's see, and I think I did unlock his trait so we can look at him. Ishigami Village Science User. Skill and special damage plus 10%, and this scales up, of course. Science magic damage plus 10%. Fire thunder attack damage cap 1000. That's going to scale up as I level it up, but we see what it does at its core. Very useful stuff right there. Skill and special damage. That's just everything this guy does. Science magic damage plus 10%. Fire and thunder, which are the two elements in his kit. He's getting a damage boost to that. Damage cap boost. Very nice. And then we have resource collecting. Battle start. Chance to get items from all enemies with items. Up to 1 per enemy. This chance increases as the skill level increases. So, effectively, this guy can legitimately, he just has a chance to steal from everybody as soon as the wave starts. That's amazing. That means this guy has his own Beast Hunter that he magically throws, because that's what Beast Hunter does. For every enemy on the map, it gives you a chance to score an item from them. So this guy, effectively, just on his own, might as well just be dropping Beast Hunter every turn, because every wave, he has a chance to steal an item from every single enemy. Now, I don't know if it's a smaller chance than, you know, Beast Hunter. It's still OPAF, because if you run the Beast Hunter arc, you're only getting to throw it on one wave. So even if it's only half of the percent chance, the fact that he gets to throw it every wave is absolutely phenomenal. And we do know that this guy, he has a chance to steal shards. So he's going to really help you farm shards out and power up your heroes faster than that. His sprite looks pretty cool. If they dyed his hair blonde, he'd look like a little Saiyan. As far as his equipment goes, let's see. The strapped bags is what I got. This is the one that I got for him because it's given some to intelligence and it's giving him some MP. It is also the item that gives 7 seconds to all his skills SCT, which probably explains why I was able to throw so many of his abilities. And it also has a chance to obtain an item upon defeating an enemy. So it's got that steal on it. I might pick up this guy's other item. I think I'm just a few of the credentials short. But anything that's going to help him get more items and be the best rogue he can be, that is just awesome. This guy is also a mage. I'm going to have to see if... I think his item steal will work with magic. They're bringing the mage rogue back, I don't know if you guys remember, but the original Robin could proc steal off of his kills. So if you killed everybody with a magic spell, he would have a chance to proc an item from everybody. So when this game originally launched, most of the treasure hunt Robins were magic build. So maybe they're just kind of going back to that with this guy. I could see him being very potent with spells, especially since his kit actually breaks elemental resistance. And this S3, I just really can't wait to see what this all attribute break can do, because this should stack with weak. It should also stack with bad chemicals. It should stack with everything. Should stack with everything. We'll have to see how it all goes, though. I gotta say, though, pretty surprised. Pretty surprised. I can see him being very potent. You know, I don't know if he's exactly Zox 2.0, but I mean, this guy's level 14, and I just ran him through like a level 40 or 50 hard level. He didn't have much of a problem with it. So pretty impressive considering what he does. And actually, let's take a look at him when he's actually built. Let's take a look at that arc too. By the way, guys, there is no rate up on the arc for the tickets, unfortunately. There is a rate up on his actual banner, unfortunately, because it's all paid pulls. Very nice arc. The arc attribute: every 30 seconds of battle, restore 1 second of all skills SCT. 1 out of 100 chance for all skills to recover 1 full SCT. 1 out of 1,000 chance for all skills to recover all SCT. So 1 out of 1,000, everyone's just gonna get, boom, one to all their skills. No, yeah, for all skills to recover. No, 1 out of 1,000, you just get your full kit, boom. So that's pretty cool. Damage taken from enemies while fainted, minus 50%. So if you do faint, yeah, you're halfway covered. Science attack magic uses MP plus 20%, but deals damage plus 40%. That in itself is off the chain. Getting a 40% boost to science magic is just amazing. The arc reward is the cell phone. The funny thing is, I believe we see Gen using this thing for like his S3. By the way, I was told his name is actually pronounced Gain, like gains at the gym. So I don't know if anybody can second that. I haven't really had time to look it up. I will start calling him Gain, if that is really how they're pronouncing it. Regardless, this thing's pretty gnarly. Science magic attacks have a chance of dealing critical damage. So what makes this so good is you can have different elements of magic be science magic. That's why this whole thing is nothing but 40 MP plus this trait. This trait is going to let you crit with any element as long as it's science magic, which is important because getting crit on an element typically costs about, I think it's about 6 SC. So if this is going to cover 3 different elements for you and let you get crit off of thunder, fire, earth, whatever, as long as you're using science magic, if you think about that, if this is letting you get crits off of 3 different elements, that's like 18 SC that would have cost you, because you would have had to have gotten fire crit, thunder crit, each of them costing like 5 or 6. Instead, you can just equip this 6-star item, and rightfully so, because now every element has a chance to do crits as long as it's science magic, and science magic is superior. It's easier to cast, it's easier to spam, it's just good stuff. So that's what the reward is. As far as the skills on this thing, Moonlight, Science level up. Science level up is interesting. We have Concentration, Stone Shield, damage from stone types minus 10%. And then we have 100 Tails. Removes any weakness from the unit's basic status ailment resistances. That can be very useful for a lot of heroes. It is 7 SC, but that can definitely be worth it. And then we have Baton to the Future. Yeah. When an ally is incapacitated, greatly recovers hit point and as much SCT skill stock as the incapacitated unit held once per wave. This could be very good for like a kamikaze build or a zombie build where you have somebody on your team that's going to die and come back to life. I think that would work like that. I would have to test it. All in all, though, it's very interesting stuff, and the ether reward is totally worth it. Not to mention the actual arc attribute on it is absurd, and look at the intelligence on this thing. It's coming with 379, so this is pretty awesome. The picture's pretty cool too. It looks like Senku standing on top of a graveyard, so very gnarly right there. This thing would probably take precedence over the Spear LR arc that's up right now, which Tsukasa could take advantage and some future Spear users could as well. Honestly, for Gen and Chrome, I would probably want this arc for sure. Let's see. Oh, that's right. That's what Chrome's other item does. It gives you like 7% more damage to science magic, so that might be something I want to pick up. I don't know. Still a few of the hero credentials short on that, so not going to stress it yet. But let's actually take a look at him. Okay, here's his traits actually maxed out. Skill and special damage, 40%. That's very nice. 40% to all your skill damage and your special damage. Science magic. Wow, science magic damage plus 40%. Fire, thunder, attack damage cap plus 4k. I was hoping they were going to give him 4k. That's very nice. And remember, he's also breaking all these elements, so it's going to be very easy for him to get to damage cap, and you guys saw how fast he can just spit out his kit even without haste. And then we have resource collecting. Battle start, chance to get an item from enemies. Chance increases with skill level. Okay. Very solid stuff. Very solid stuff. Let's see, what else does he have? We have Cure All of Science. Cures poison, blindness, silence, curse, illness, and stun for an ally. We're familiar with that. Black Gunpowder. This is nice. He comes with these attack spells already in here. Generator, just in case you don't have that arc. He's got you covered. Remember, he's breaking these elements, so he can use his kit to break fire resistance, and then he can throw Black Gunpowder and he can spam it. Same thing with Generator. He can break your thunder resistance with one of his moves, and then he can start spamming Generator. Science level up. This is going to be giving intelligence 12. So that's cool because you can give him intelligence up 1 through 5, and then that'll stack with science level up. Then we have Fighting Spirit, which is strength and hit points, so it's stacking 2 stats together. Very nice. Advanced Aim Vitals, Auto Crit, Auto Recast. Cool. That's very nice for him to be spamming that science magic. Patience, Fire Attack Rise 2, Thunder Attack Rise 2, because remember, these are the elements he's throwing out of his kit. He's doing fire, he's doing thunder, he's also breaking those elements, and now he's empowering them with the Attack Rise 2s. So it should be pretty easy to give him Fire Attack Rise 1 and Thunder Attack Rise 1. In fact, I think I have the arch for those. So there's 20 SC, very well spent to supercharge Thunder and Fire on this guy's kit. Remember, he's also imperiling the shit out of all of that. Pose of Honor, Immovable Object, Thaumaturgy Ring. I always want to pronounce that thing right. This is going to help him. This is very cool. I'm glad he gets this. I doubt this guy is going to have a 1-to-1 stat ratio like V does. I think that's something special for V. But hey, that'll be cool to check. It's definitely something I'm going to keep my eye out for. So we're going to have to see. Very nice. We have Blessed Speed, so he can get around. Scientific Discovery. Recover some SCT during battle. So, Haste 1.5. Just given to you. So just recover some SCT during battle. So hey, while you're fighting, you're going to be getting more SCT. That's amazing. I don't even have this active yet, and I was already surprised at how fast this guy was just throwing that kit out. Determination, very nice to have for free. Sharp Eyes, very nice to have for free. Suka's Encouragement. Suika's. I don't want to say Suka because, in my native tongue, it's another way of saying the B word, but yeah. Suka's Encouragement, chance to recover some SCT during physical attacks. Are you kidding me? So, you got Scientific Discovery, just recover SCT during battle, and you got recover SCT during physical attacks. Oh my goodness, if there's another SCT ability in here, I'm going to lose my shit, because that's absurd. Those two together by themselves are absurd. Like, I don't even think this guy's going to need haste. Gas Mask, very nice. Activate a barrier that nullifies basic status elements once. That gives him some limited protection. Gas Mask wasn't all that cheap either. Very useful now since characters like V are out in the prowl. A Curiosity for Science. Battlestar recovers SCT 10 seconds. Okay. When science magic skills are used, gradually increase damage. Whoa. Max 50%. Wow. When science magic is used, when science magic / skills are used, gradually increase damage up to 50%. Are you effing kidding me? So every time this guy uses one of his abilities, it's going to hit harder than the last time he used it, up to a 50% damage boost. And that's not just for his kit. That also includes science magic. A Curiosity for Science. This thing would be worth like 20 SC by itself. Real talk. That's insane. And then we got some more custom stuff. A Vital Job. When a spear or staff is equipped, physical damage plus 20%, crit rate plus 5. Spear or staff is equipped. So, I mean, it's not like he even needed this crap, but I guess you can throw a spear or a staff on him. We'll have to see. Obviously, it's nice that this works with staff and not just spear, because this guy is a mage. And you just might want him to be throwing that science magic. That's very nice. That's going to empower his kit. Last Ditch Idea. When close to death, greatly recover hit points, slightly recover MP, strength. Okay, slightly recover MP, strength and intelligence plus 50%. Up to twice per wave. Holy cow, that's not a little boost. That's 50%. That's a huge difference. Wow. And we have Gold Rush 2. Battlestar enemy Zell drop plus 35%, which is nice because I'm broke on a stroll right now. So all in all, very solid stuff in here. Very solid stuff in here. I mean, you could just go so many different ways with this character. I'm really going to have to see what I do with him. But it looks very promising. A very, very surprisingly good character. And I guess this guy is supposed to have a chance to steal souls. But I didn't see anything about that. Maybe I missed it. I don't know if somebody wants to correct me on this. I'm sure you guys have already been looking over this character for a day or two. Personally, I knew I was going to try to review this character, so I haven't watched any review vids. I like to try to have my own perspective. But now that this is out, I can go watch Budafish's vid, and that Nerd DK made a vid on him. So I can't wait to check all that other stuff out. But man, I'm actually very surprised at what this guy can do. I'm gonna have to run him some more. His kit is interesting. His abilities, that Lens of Science, spammable, but it only hits people right in front of him. The sulfuric ball plasma, that's awesome because that's like a gun. He's just pretty much just shooting a lightning bolt out, and it hits everybody. It pushes them back, and it kind of keeps them pinned. And these abilities seem to be very spammable. Another cool thing is too, if you got the DMC arcs, they have like purple orb and the ability This Is the Power. Those things let you pretty much get an extra skill stock to all of your abilities. So instead of running around with 3 S1s, you can hold 4 or 5. This guy could actually take advantage of that. He could hold 6 S2s and he could actually fill that crap up because he has so many SCT boosts. So it's really going to be awesome to see this guy run. I'm going to have to actually test him out and see how good he is at stealing stuff. He should be top tier, though. He should be up there. He is a limited rogue, of course. I mean, the only one to compare him to is Zox, I would guess, since he was the last limited rogue that we had. So we're going to have to see how they do. The Imperals really surprised me. A lot of the stuff in this guy's kit surprised me. When I first saw him come down, I was like, great, this guy's just going to sit on my bench. But no, I'm definitely going to have to do something with him, especially with all the Imperal breaks that he has. So can't wait to work on this guy. I'm going to be putting him in the party and trying to farm out more soap so I can get my last few tickets in. Really, I would like any of these LR arcs or these UR arcs that I've been going for. That's ultimately all I've been pulling for. Let's see, the last 2 banners completely crapped out on me. So at least this one gave me a character. Gain. I did pull him as an on-banner, but in the last 2 banners I've had, Gain was the only on-banner character that I've had. And that's between 2 banners and like $300 into each of them. So really think about that. That's kind of been bothering me over here in Last Cloudia a little bit. If I was a new player that was all gung-ho and I actually came into Last Cloudia and I had that experience, the message that would send me as a new player is, damn, you know, if I want any of these new characters, I better have $300, you know, and that's going to be a huge turnoff for a lot of people. A lot of people are going to be like, yeah, that's like a crack habit, like pulling these characters. So hopefully they can do something about that. We need to take some of the older heroes out of the pool. It is just becoming way too hard to pull heroes. So that's where I'm at right now. I am still 20 pulls away from pitting Zekus. And I don't think I'm going to have any luck with these LR arcs, even though they're very nice. I still wanted this LR arc for future spear users, but honestly, I would take this one right now over the spear one, just because I actually have 2 of the Dr. Stone characters that actually use the science magic. So can't wait to see what I can do with all of that. And I wish you all the best of luck on trying to pull this guy today. I hope he's the first character you get on the first pull you do. And as always, I hope you enjoy the vid, and have a good morning, everybody. Because at this point, I'm going to sleep. Peace. Leave me your comments. Let me know what you think, and best of luck to everybody.